I put up a poll and I said, smash the like button if you don't trust Eliza Bleu. And 89% said I will like because I don't trust her. That means everybody who smashed the thumbs down trusts Eliza Bleu.
How old exactly is Tim Pool here? This is some straight boomer logic. Oh, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Listen, either talk about the Eliza Bleu situation, which is why you're getting tons of money from the super chats, or refund the money. That's it.
All right. Well, that was an interesting, it's 13,000 votes. It's interesting to see that so many people came here to support her by giving us a thumbs down.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say nobody is in this super chat to support Eliza Bleu. They want you to address the situation.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. A lot of people do support her. Scroats McGoat says, last night as a member, if Tim doesn't disavow Eliza tonight, get the out, Scroats McGoat. You can cancel right now and see you later.
Now, I'm not a great psychologist or analyst or anything like that, but it sounds like complete apathy towards your fans. The people who are giving you super chats to make you tons of money, who want you to talk about a certain subject, and you're just going to tell them to F off. I don't know why I expected better from Tim Pool. He's a classic fence sitter. I've known a bunch of these people throughout my life. But for some reason I expected better, but I should have known. Should have known better.
You will never wave money in my face and make me disavow anybody, especially someone I care so little about.
So little about you hosted her on your podcast twice now? Is that it?
Eliza Bleu. She's been on the show 2 times. If you're going to cancel because I won't do what you say, you shouldn't have been here in the first place. Bye-bye. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out.
And you see, that's the majority of the problem right here. The absolute apathy for your own audience. If you platform this person and they're giving you super chats and making you tons of money, but you won't discuss this topic.
All right, what else do we got? DJ Zeno says, unsubbed on members only after over a year. Here's $5 FU for, I'm pretty bummed. Thought you stood against censorship. Hope you change. See you later, buddy. Look, sad to see you go, but I will never cater to a mob. And that's it. End of story. Eliza Bleu is not important. She's not important to me.
She's not important to me at all, but I'm going to platform her and disavow my fans for her. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Beta!
She's not a member of Congress. She doesn't enact policy. She is a low-tier internet personality that for some reason people are desperately obsessed with, and I literally don't care. So have a nice day.
I gotta say this. If
I don't care if people care about this stuff. They're allowed to. But like the idea that people are going to come here and threaten, like, I will cancel my membership because you're not talking about someone no one ever heard of. It's like, dude, I get that you know who she is. But you know what's funny about Jack Murphy and Eliza Bleu is that
you receive super chats for controversial issues and you don't address them? Is that it?
Here's what happens. People ask questions about these personalities. And I know most people listening are like, I have no idea who these people are. And that's exactly it. We had about 40,000 peak concurrent viewers. We get, 300 to 500,000 video viewers plus 100,000 on the podcast, and then about 1 million across the clips. And the people who watch have no idea what the people in the chat are talking about when it comes to Eliza Bleu.
Are you talking about the members? The people who give you super chats? The people who are donating their money to hear you talk about a certain topic? Are those the people? I know I'm going to get canceled for this. Oh wait, I can't get canceled because I'm a nobody. Awesome. You are a fence-sitting grifter, Tim Pool.
Or Jack Murphy. In fact, John, do you know who Eliza Bleu is?
The only reason I knew is because I saw you guys talking about it one time.
One time we mentioned
I never learned about her organically. No.
Remember that he has never heard about them, boys and girls, because you are going to find out later on he is lying.
So what I think is going on, to be completely honest, is that the people who are claiming they hate her are actually probably a paid reputational firm to promote her. So that's why I brought this up last week. There are companies you can hire that will spam the internet to generate buzz and attention for you.
Also platforming them on your podcast, which has 1.44 million subscribers, and that's just on YouTube.
There's no such thing as bad press. Mm-hmm. So when I see people like flooding our comments and saying things that aren't true, like I'm canceling my membership, I can see who's canceling their memberships. Like I own the website. And this past week, we have gained slightly more. I think that many of these people, I think two things are happening. One, a lot of it's inorganic promotion of Eliza Bleu. A ton of content flooding the internet, bringing up a personality no one's ever heard of, makes her instantly famous to even the likes of, 9-time Grammy nominee John Rich, who's not heard of her. Mm-hmm. That's the point. They want us to talk about her because they're being paid to generate controversy.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I feel like Tim Pool has lost the plot. They want you to talk about her because you are being paid through super chats, and you have already platformed this person who has shown to be a grifter.
That's why it doesn't matter if we say anything good or bad.
Yeah,
if we say, look, we're doing the story, Shane Cashman's, nope, it's bad. Mm-hmm. We say, okay, we're not going to talk. Oh, nope, now it's bad. I think it's a PR campaign. In order, I think people are being paid to promote her.
Yeah, it keeps you in the cycle, basically.
That's right. She's never been more famous because of this.
Exactly.
And so I'll be completely honest with the Shane Cashman story.
For anyone who doesn't know, Shane Cashman is a extremely biased journalist that Tim Pool had put on the Eliza Bleu story to give it a positive spin. So let's see how this grift goes.
I told Shane Cashman I didn't want him to do the story because he went from profiling Ye to Carrie Lake and now to a low mid-tier internet personality
that you've platformed twice.
That I just think the next he was supposed to be interviewing Andrew Tate. We reached out to Tate. As Shane mentioned, this may kill the story, and Tate said yes, and so we were like, this is great. Shane writes tremendous work. I said I don't think he should do it because clearly they're trying to promote Eliza Bleu.
And once again, who is the one who platformed her twice?
What this whole thing is about. She's never been more famous.
Yeah.
And I think it's beneath him. But he said, look, man, I really, really want to dig in and do the story. It's 80,000 words, is massive. And I'm like, look, man, you do your thing. I'm not going to tell you what you can or can't write. I trust you. At Timcast, we don't tell people they have to say something. They can't say things. Someone wants to post offensive memes on social media. I'm not going to fire them over it.
Though I will accept their super chats and not answer their questions. All right, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit here because this is going to get really, really monotonous.
I will just explain. Right now, there's a massive campaign from high-profile personalities to promote and make Eliza Bleu famous. Let's not go anywhere near this because someone's getting paid. It's a PR stunt and it's working.
Yeah.
There you go, guys. I've addressed it. Have a nice day.
Tim Pool has such contempt for the people who have made him rich and famous. It's unbelievable.
And then all of these other people who I know, who have been members of this channel are saying why won't you get on board? Bro, you are walking right into a PR game. I talked about how they do this. They're called reputation management firms. You go to them and you say, how much money to make me a star? And they'll say, we're going to do a two-front thing. We're going to say you're fighting a good fight, but you got controversy. That way we get you on both fronts. People will defend you. People will oppose you. And this will result in high-profile outlets. The Daily Beast will write about you. You're going to get a bunch of, grifter channels are going to start talking about you, drama channels, big YouTubers. We will make you famous, and it'll cost you $100,000. And there you go. Congratulations, everybody. You did exactly what the money paid for, and here we are addressing it just for you. Hope the money was worth it.
Is he suggesting right now that every independent creator who covers this topic is getting paid? Because I gotta say, as a small independent channel, I don't have very many subscribers. I'm only at 2,000, 3,000, something like that. Will I be getting a check in the mail? Because I will be looking forward to that.
You then start, look, I think somebody paid to make Eliza Bleu famous, and the people who are commenting are trying to make her famous. Yeah. One of the first things John said to me was you asked me about Eliza Bleu, and then I was like, oh, you know her, and you're like, oh no, I just heard from this.
Right.
And
I never heard of her, and I went, I don't know who that is, but I saw you were talking about her, and I went, and I saw there was some debate going on. I thought, well, I should probably know what's going on with this. I'm getting ready to see Tim and everybody, so I dug in on it a little bit, and it was back and forth like a ping pong match.
Do you remember earlier in the podcast where this guy said he didn't know about it at all? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
So for a lot of people, it's a negative name recognition for Eliza Bleu now. It's a negative response. For you, who is trying to what is this? I don't know, but you heard of her, and that's all that matters. It's like that line from Pirates of the Caribbean when the guy says, you are the worst pirate I've ever heard of, and he goes, but you have heard of me.
Yeah, other than the fact that James Norrington never would have platformed Jack Sparrow because they were on opposite sides of the law.
Right. Yeah. Yep. And so people are like, why won't Tim talk about it? Because you know what, man? I caved. The PR firm guys are sitting in their room in West Hollywood laughing their asses off saying, we got it. Congratulations, guys. You work for a PR firm. You've made her more famous than she's ever been.
Yeah,
more famous than she's ever been. There you go. But the reality is most of the people spamming us, they're not real people.
And if you have grifters following you, it's not going to be a good life.
Miss Mary says, I'm not a paid bot, Tim. Been a supporter for years. I hope you realize what an insane take this is. This is an insult to your viewers and supporters. Miss Mary, like, by all means, if you don't like the content and you're not a supporter anymore, that's just the way things go. And there's nothing I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, gee, well, let me say whatever I have to say so I can earn your $5. Like, dude, if you don't want to give me $5, don't give me $5. That's all I can say. All right. Jared V says, Jeremy is live and trying to break down what you're saying. What do you have to say about that? You literally said you don't care about Eliza, so what else is there to say? Yeah, it's a really, really good point. Eliza is an irrelevant figure who's trying to be famous, and y'all are making her famous.
And do I feel that some minors are more equipped to engage in sexual activity with adults than others? Yes.
Then I don't want your money. Like, dude, it's remarkable that people are like, Tim, if you don't address e-girl drama, I'm going to cancel. I'm like, okay.
Oh, no. What's remarkable is you will keep taking the money even though you will not address the super chats that people are sending in. But anyway, guys, that's where I'm going to leave it. If you enjoy the video, you like the video, please like, share, subscribe. It helps out in the algorithm, and I'm going to see you all in the next one. I got to go to bed. Later.
I mean, I don't know if for me to tell my story at length is going to take a while.
I don't even need that.
Answer questions about my story is going to take a while.
So I know the basics of your story because I've listened to your podcast.
Right. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what the question is.
Well, I can ask you the questions.
I didn't agree to this. All I agreed to was answering a few questions about Twitter.
Well, okay, sure. That's totally fine. But can I ask you the questions or email you the questions and you can decide if you want to answer or not?
I mean, did you ask Amanda in advance to do that?
No, I told her that I wanted to ask you about the Twitter stuff and about your own story.
Okay, so you deceived Amanda, didn't tell her everything you wanted to ask me, and then you got a survivor on the phone and started asking her about her personal trauma.
No, that's not what happened. I said.
Katie, I think we're probably going to be done here. Please, the next time you want to speak to a survivor about their trauma and bring up their own past.
I literally asked her. I'm going to read you. I'll read you the message that I sent her.
Please be honest in advance I won't. Because there are times when I feel cool about talking about it, and there's other times when I don't.
I'll read you the message that I sent it to her. You're not listening to me.
I was totally comfortable talking about Twitter. If you were going to ask me about my own traumatizing story, I would have appreciated a little bit of a heads up. And you know what? I think you're a cool person. I always have. And I know you're cool with Tim Dillon, and I would have appreciated a little bit more respect just off.
You're not listening to me. Here's what I said to her. I said I'm interested in the Twitter changes as well as her history as a survivor. That is what I told her.
Okay, then I'm going to speak to her about that because then she messed up and didn't tell me what's up.
Okay, well,
I apologize for blooping out on you. She should have told me that. I'm going to go get in her ass. So
can I ask you the questions?
I'm not cool with it. It's been a long few days, and honestly, I don't feel like rehashing my whole own trauma on the phone with somebody I don't know.